Hi everyone. Okay, sorry, right, we'll get ready to go. Thank you for joining me with Sing with Sharon. We're going to have a little warm up and I'll tell you a bit more about the theme today. And I've already done this warm up once. So here we go. We're going to start with rubber chicken. All right, so I'll remind you how that goes. So you shake your hand in the air 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the other time, 8. Then your foot, 8. Your foot, 8. And then you go 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay? So I'm going to move a bit further back so I've got lots of room. So we'll try it out. Let's just try it. Let's just try it once. So remember, you've got 8 on each one. Then half of that is 4. Half again is 2. Half again is 1. And then at the end, you're going to go rubber chicken. All right, so let's try it with our hand. Doesn't matter which hand you go. For 8. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Rubber chicken. Whew. All right, so you'll see how you do. You can, some people do that like 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or you can just start, well, we might try it one more time. We'll try going 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Which is, just slightly different. So we'll try it again. This time we're going to go 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, rubber chicken. All right, have the hand in the air. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Rubber chicken. Hey, okay, so yeah, it's a good one for getting out of breath for sure. Good bit of exercise. So now that we've got our brains a little bit engaged, thinking about coordinating our hands and counting, I'll explain a bit more about the theme this week. So we've got an overarching theme because it is National Garden Wildlife Week. So last week was actually Children's Gardening Week, I think, but I decided to leave it to this week, so for the garden wildlife. So I've got some songs thinking about gardens and about the wildlife that live in the gardens, etc., insects and what have you. But also we have some interesting one-off days coming up at the end of the week as well, including National Cheese Week and National National Cheese Day and National Egg Day. And then international environmental day as well. Okay, so we're gonna towards the end of the week we'll branch out of our wildlife themes. But for our physical warm up, I thought I would do one that I have done with you before, but I use this for my lung health group for people with breathing difficulties. So although it's along to some songs, and you can sing along with the songs if you know them. The point is not about the singing. We're not really getting into singing yet. The point is the movement, okay? So the first song is Run Rabbit, Run Rabbit Run. And we're just going to kind of walk on the spot in time with the music. So be listening to the music, finding the pulse, which is the steady beat, and trying to walk in time. And obviously trying to use your hands and your feet at the same time. Then it's one called Let's Twist Again. And what we'll do there is we'll twist and kind of twist and look behind. Twist again like we did like summer. And then it goes around and round and up and down. We'll just hula. I'll go back a bit. Round and up and down we go again. And then we'll change direction. Baby, let me know you know me so. And then we twist again. And we'll go back to Run Rabbit Run in between. And then we'll do one called the Magnificent Men in Their Flying Machines. And what we'll do for that, using your tummy muscles, you're going to go up onto your tippy toes, try and stay steady. Magnificent men in their And then we'll bend our knees and go down, flying machines. There you go, up, till you up, up. There you go, down, till you're down. Do that twice, magnificent, right? Up, down, up, down. And then it does a fast up, down, and then it says flying around. So we're just going to fly around. Again, there's lots of wildlife in the garden that fly around. So we're keeping with our theme, up, down, flying around, looping the loop and then defying the ground. And then you do that again, up, down, flying around. So you do some sort of flying around. Then we come back to twist again, and then we come back to run, rabbit, run. All right? Let's try it. I'll try and keep you in the right place. Here we go. Walking on the spot. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't let the farmer have his fun, fun, fun. Walk it out. He'll get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run. And again, you can run if you want. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't let the farmer have his fun, fun, fun. He'll get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run. Get ready to twist. Oh, let's twist again, like we did last summer. Oh, let's twist again, like we did last year. Do you remember when things were really humming? Oh, let's twist again, twisting time is here. Get ready to hula. Around and round and up and down we go again. Change direction. Baby, let me know you love me so. And then twisting. Let's twist again, like we did last summer. Oh, let's twist again, twisting time is here. Get ready, walk on the spot. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run. Now if you're feeling very energetic, you could do jumping jacks or anything like that. But we're wanting just to try and move all our body. Get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, so get ready to go up on your toes, reach up. Those magnificent men in the flying machine. Up again. They go up till you up and down. They go down till you down. And repeat. Those magnificent use your tummy muscles, keep it steady. In the flying machines. They
Clench
go
those
up
tummy
till you up.
muscles.
They go down.
We do fast up and down, then fly.
Up, down,
Then fly
flying around, looping the loop and defying the
Get
ground.
ready to go
Up, down,
And then
flying around, looping the loop and defying the
Twisting.
ground. Let's twist again, like we did last summer.
Just as much as
Oh,
you
let's twist again, like we did last year.
You can take it slow if
Do
you need to.
you remember when things were really humming? Oh, let's twist again, twisting time is here.
Get ready, hula.
Around and round and up and down we go again.
Change direction.
Baby, let me know you love me so. And then let's twist again, like we did last summer. Oh, let's twist again, twisting time is here.
Then ready to run.
Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't let the farmer have his fun, fun, fun. He'll get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. All right. Cool. So hopefully that's also made you work out a little bit. And so this is the point where we think about our breathing. And again, when I do it with the Lung Health Choir, we think about our breathing. So if you are a little bit out of breath, you're trying to breathe in through your nose and slowly and gently out through your mouth. That's it. When you're breathing in through your nose, slowly and gently, you want your chest and your shoulders to stay relaxed. And gently out through your mouth. And that's where everything squeezes back in. So, one more time. Shoulders relaxed. This bit expands when you breathe in. Let your belly go soft. And gently breathe out. Cool. All right, so we also need to warm up our voice a little bit. So can you give me, in true bee fashion, we're gonna do some buzzing. So I just want you to go zzz. Try that. Zzz. And a little bit more. Zzz. So you kind of go lowish, somewhere up as high as you can, and then back down again. And keep trying to go a bit further up and a bit further down, using your tummy muscles to support you, okay? So not pushing from your throat, just from your tummy muscles, okay? So let's just have a little go at, try writing your name, your first name, or you can use first or middle or last names depending on how long they are. Write it in the air and try and make a buzzing sound. Imagine it's a bee, the flight path of a bee, and try and make your voice do the same flight path, okay? So I'm going to do it. You try and do yours at the same time. Yeah, that work? Should we try one more time? No, this time you can do, if that wasn't long enough for you, you can do your middle, add your middle name, or even your last name if you want, or nicknames, anything. All right, here we go, one more time. Great. So, hopefully we've got our voices a little bit woken up, and I'm going to introduce you then to our first song, which is I'm calling it the Busy Bee Round. Busy Bee Round. And I have, I basically put some words of a poem to music. So this is Busy Bee Round, words from a poem by Isaac Watts, and I've written the music. And you might recognise the words because they were then parodied by Lewis Carroll in Alice in Wonderland. All right, so take a look here. How doth the little busy bee improve each shining hour and gather honey all the day from every shining flower. So that's our song. And I will just sing it for you so you get an idea of how it goes. How doth the little busy bee improve each shining hour and gather honey all... gone horribly wrong. Gather honey all the day from every shining flower. I'll do that again. How doth the little busy bee improve each shining hour and gather honey all the day from every shining flower. Very good. So that was only finished this morning, which is why I haven't quite got it all memorized. So I'm going to take you through, and once we've done it through a couple of times, we'll be fine. Okay, so we've got, it does a little climbing thing first. How doth the little busy bee? Okay, so repeat after me. How doth the little busy bee? And then improve each shining hour. Improve each shining hour. Now, it's an interesting thing, particularly, I think they have it in some other languages, but English does it a lot. It's called diphthongs, where you have different vowel sounds in a word. And some accents have it more than others. Hour. Improve each shining hour. So, I grew up in Belfast, so hour, well, R, actually, it would be R. But if you're saying it, lots of people would say hour and do w at the end, which you can totally do. I'm just but the way I'm singing it is to just use one sound so that it doesn't confuse anybody else. But for you guys, you can do it in your own accent and just do however it comes out. So improve each shining hour if you want, okay? So let's try that. Improve each shining hour. And then we go up and gather honey Try that. And gather honey all the day. One more time. And gather honey all the day. And you can imagine, you know, the way if you've watched the bees, they kind of flit around to flower, and they kind of go this way and that way. So that kind of that line kind of makes me picture that kind of moving back and forwards. Ready? Try one more time. 2, 3. And gather honey all the day. And then we got from every shining flower. And that's the same thing. Our flower. You can say flower if you want. Ready? And from every shining flower. Again. From every shining flower. So let's try and put it together. So remember, we've got this kind of do 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 do, goes back down again, and then we've got the higher bit do 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 do, and then you land on that. Let's imagine you land on the flower. So you do a little flitting about, do 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 do, land on that flower. Okay, let's try it together, and then we'll try it with the recording. How doth the little busy bee improve each shining hour, and gather honey all the day from every shining flower? How doth the little busy bee improve each shining hour, and gather honey all the day from every shining flower? Great. Okay, so we're going to try it. Are you ready? We'll try it with the recording. So what we normally do is we sing it once through with the recording all together at the same time in unison. In music we call that unison. And then what we do is we wait one line. So the recorded voice goes, how doth the little busy bee? And then we start, we go in a round, which means we sing the same song but at different times, and we start second. How doth the little busy bee? And there will be other voices that join after us, third and fourth voice. Okay? But just stick with me. Here we go. Ready? And how doth the little busy bee improve each shining hour, and gather honey all the day from every shining flower? How doth the little busy bee? How doth the little busy bee improve each shining hour, and gather honey all the day from every shining flower? How doth the little busy bee improve each shining hour, and gather honey all the day from every shining flower? From every shining We could repeat from every shining flower. From every shining flower. All right. Cool. Thank you for joining in with that. So you could have all sorts of things. You could do some sort of movements with that as well. You could, at the end, when you finished the round, if you weren't like one of the beginning groups, if you finished the round, you could have some sort of buzzing going on. Zzz, 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 any of those going on as well. I'm sure you could be creative with it. And if you do manage to be creative with it, or do some drawings for it, please do send them in to Sing with Sharon. If you look on the channel, under the details, you will find an email for me, singwithsharondurant@gmail.com. It'd be lovely to see any pictures that you have, or go and take photographs of some of the insects in the garden, etc. All right, so our second song is called Life of a Flower. And so I used to be a science teacher in secondary schools, and so I've kept my interest in science and I've kind of paired it up with music. So I've got lots of science songs. So this is a science song all about the life of a flower. And it goes, I will show you the lyrics. It's got different parts. This first bit is a bit more floaty. I'll sing all this first section for you. Ah, the life of a flower as it grows in the sun. Its bright coloured petals encourage insects to come. They get covered in pollen from the male parts. When it gets to the female, pollination starts. All right, so I'll break it down. And it's talking about how the flowers manage to get pollinated by the insects, and then how they grow new seeds in order to make new flowers. So we've got the bright coloured petals are one of the ways that they attract the insects. So we've got the life of a flower as it grows in the sun. Try that. 1, 2, 3. The life of a flower as it grows in the sun. Imagine the sun on your face. You're a flower just enjoying being outside, the sunshine, everything going on, which is pretty easy to imagine right now because it's sunny here, at least in the northeast of England. Okay, try it again. 2, 3. The life of a flower as it grows in the sun. Then you got its bright coloured petals encourage insects to come. Bright coloured petals, so you might need your teeth working. Try it. 2, 3. Its bright coloured petals encourage insects to come. Then special word pollen, which is what gets transferred from the male to the female parts in order to make the seeds. So it goes, they get covered in pollen. So you need your tummy muscles ready to throw your voice up there. Remember, chin down. They get covered in pollen. Try that. 2, 3, 4. They get covered in pollen from the male parts. Try that. From the male parts. Let's put it together. 2, 3, 4. They get covered in pollen from the male parts. When it gets to the female, so that bit's the same. When it gets to the female, and then you need pollination starts. Try that, pollination. Pollination starts. Let's try all of that once. So this is nice and easy, kind of like swaying kind of feel to it, okay? 1, 2, 3. The life of a flower as it grows in the sun. Its bright coloured petals encourage insects to come. They get covered in pollen from the male parts. When it gets to the female, pollination starts. Yeah? Then we get a bit rocky. So the bits in brackets you don't need to do, but you'll hear on the recording. Fertilization. So that's the next stage. So fertilization is, as the information says, the male cells travel to the ovary. So that's what's been in the pollen, the male cells, gets into the female bits, joins with the eggs that are in the female parts. So you got male cells travel to the ovary, join with the eggs to make the new seeds. So you've got bum, bum, bum. Male cells travel, dun, 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 to the ovary, dun, dun, dun. Join with the eggs, dun, 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 to make the new seeds. Okay, bit of attitude. It's a bit more rocky. Shall we try that again? Male cells travel to the ovary, join with the eggs to make the new seeds. Then we got seeds can travel in many ways. Some pods explode in a crazy haze. Okay, so there are lots of different ways. This is called the dispersal. Lots of ways that then the flowers try and get the seeds spread out so that they can then go in the soil and grow some new flowers. So one way is that the pods that have got the seeds then burst open and fire the seeds out all around. Sounds cool to me. Okay, so seeds can travel in many ways. Some pods explode in a crazy haze. So it's pretty much all the same notes, so let's try that. Seeds can travel in many ways. Some pods explode in a crazy haze. Got that? Just about? Let's try from fertilization. The male cells travel to the ovary, join with the eggs to make the new seeds. Seeds can travel in many ways. Some pods explode in a crazy haze. Okay, we're not yet finished yet because there's other ways that the seeds can disperse. Some seeds get eaten, then pass right through, come out the other end in the creature's poo. Okay, so it's not often that you get to sing poo in a song, all right? So some seeds get eaten, then pass right through, come out the other end in the creature's poo. Okay, so we're going to try that. Ready? Some seeds get eaten, then pass right through, come out the other end in the creature's poo. Okay, so basically, some of the seeds, they're designed to get eaten, especially on fruit and things, to get eaten by the birds or different animals, and then the animals will digest it and the seeds will come out the other end in the poo and then grow up from wherever they land. Some float on water, some float in air, some travel on animals stuck in their hair. Okay, some float on water, some float on air. So I wonder if you can think of ones. There's some very easily recognizable weed flowers that do the floating on air. I'm sure you've all had a go before at blowing dandelions when they go all white, when they've lost their petals and things, and they're just a bunch of seeds, and you blow them and then the seeds float off. That's traveling on air, floating on air. Floating on water is coconuts tend to fall off the trees, float down somewhere else, and then try and make a new coconut tree. And then travel on animals stuck in their hair. Well, I'm sure you can think of lots of plants that are sticky and get stuck. Lots of grass seeds, particular. So let's do that. Some float on water, some float on air, some travel on animals stuck in their hair. So then we come back to the same tune as we had at the beginning, the floaty, the kind of sway one. So we can get germination if we have the right stuff. Without a warm temperature, sprouting gets tough. Seeds also need moisture and oxygen too. When tiny roots and shoots appear, life begins anew. So let's just quickly go through that and then we'll try the whole song. We've got one more tiny bit left. So we can get germination if we have the right stuff. Try that. 2, 3. So we can get germination if we have the right stuff. So germination, another scientific word for when it actually embeds in the soil and begins to sprout. Without a warm temperature, sprouting gets tough. Try that. Without a warm temperature, sprouting gets tough. Okay, so if it's too cold, they won't grow. Seeds also need moisture and oxygen too. Try that. Seeds also need moisture and oxygen too. When tiny roots and shoots appear. Roots and shoots is a little hard to say. Can you say roots and shoots? Roots and shoots. When tiny roots and shoots appear, life begins anew. And then last one is almost like we're back to the beginning, which is the idea because it's a life cycle, so it just goes round and round and round. So we've got the life of a flower as it grows in the sun. Its aroma and nectar encourage insects to come. Okay, so the thing we've changed, rather than bright coloured petals, we've got aroma, which is its smell, and the nectar, which is sweet. It's like a sweet treat. It's like sweets for insects, for bees and things. All right, so we're going to go back to the beginning. We're going to have a bash through it. I know it's quick. If you like the song and you want to learn it properly, remember you can come back to the channel and watch it again. So let's go for it. Sway like a flower. Here we go. Ah, the life of a flower as it grows in the sun. Its bright colored petals encourage insects to come. They get covered in pollen from the male parts. When it gets to the female, pollination starts. Fertilization. Male cells travel to the ovary, join with the eggs to make the new seeds. Seeds can travel in many ways. Some pods explode in a crazy haze. Some seeds get eaten, then pass right through, come out the other end in the creature's poo. Some float on water, some float on air, some travel on animals stuck in their hair. So we can get germination if we have the right stuff. Without a warm temperature, sprouting gets tough. Seeds also need moisture and oxygen too. When tiny roots and shoots appear, life begins anew. Ah, the life of a flower as it grows in the sun. Its aroma and nectar encourage insects to come. Yay! Good stuff, everybody. Well done. So I know I took you through that very fast. But like I said, come back to the channel if you want to watch that again and learn the song all together. It's great for learning Key Stage 2 and Key Stage 3 science. So, you know, if you're off school still and you want to do a bit of revision, then here you go. You can just sing along this song a couple of times. All right, so thank you for coming. Remember, we're on tomorrow at 1:30. If you subscribe and hit the notification, it'll let you know when we're just about to start. And yeah, feel free. Please do enjoy the garden if you have one, or the park, or wherever you've got near a green space near you. Go and look at the wildlife, see if you can spot different animals, and we will continue with our wildlife theme tomorrow. So thank you, stay well and keep singing.